Hello and welcome, everybody.
Hello, hello.
Yes. Um, Hello and welcome, everybody. We are here tonight. We want to check in and see who's here and who's missing. And we are going to do our shares meeting this evening. So it looks as though Elise is in here, so I'll be filling in for her part. And Carol's not here either. She doesn't really have a role tonight other than support. So hopefully she will show up. And it says prep for next week. Well, for this week, we want to remind that we want you to be prepared so we have a smooth and confident experience for everyone, and it sets the meeting up for success. And then we want to prep for next time, which that'll be in January, right? Week one is January 5th or 6th. And then week two is when we'll start our meetings again. So we won't be there. That won't be till about the second week of January. We'll get going again on our education meetings.
Yeah, so
So
I
that'll
announced
be it.
the relationship meeting on the 12th, correct? If
Yes,
I'm
that's
thinking
it.
of the holiday weeks right. Okay.
Yes, that's week two, and that's when we'll start again because week one we do just connections. So we can all attend that. Um, and we want to make sure y'all are going to be there. Is that the case? You'll be there on the 12th?
The 12th.
Perfect.
The 12th of the 12th.
January.
Okay, I say
Yeah,
okay.
January 12th. Yeah, that's when we start up because this is our last week and then we go into a 2 week break and we come back a new cycle on January 6th. So, so let's see. On that week, that will be Carol presenting on the 12th. Carol will be presenting the relationships. And then the following week, Christine will be presenting business. And then week four, it'll be Nick again on sharing. So,
So
um,
the next time I present, I might be with you.
yes, exactly. We may be together.
Okay.
Carol's here.
So, Miss Denise, let's let Carol drop in just real quick. Let's see if she's joining. Do we all have our agenda for today?
Hmm.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Um, Perfect. And then Nick, can you walk us through just real quickly what your understanding of your role today is? Like, what will you be doing for your role today?
Yeah, so as the shares leader, I'm going to kind of welcome everybody to start with and kind of explain the purpose of the sharing meeting and what it's for, what you can get out of it. Introduce the presenter, which is going to be Regina. I hope she's here. And then after the presentation, I will lead the interactive discussion. And although a lot of that will be more Regina answering questions, I will kind of take the lead. And if people aren't asking, try and prod people and annoy them and kind of monitor the time to make sure that we're staying within the scheduled time. And then do the wrap up, make sure to do any announcements, tell them when the next meeting is, thank everybody for coming, all that.
That was fantastic. Thank you. Now, if I heard you correct, you said hope she's going to be here. Were you able to confirm with her if she's going to be here tonight? Were y'all able to connect?
I was not able to confirm with her.
Okay. And that's great. And these are the great conversations that this leader meeting is so good for. That is something really good for us to do with our presenters. It's so that there can always still be emergencies, right? And so we always, one of the things I say is for us to kind of have a presentation in our back pocket so that if our presenter doesn't show, that as a team we're ready. We're all cross trained, we're all able to fill in for one another. So if our sharing person didn't show, we'd be able to present on something that fits within that. But if we've touched base with them, we have a little bit more ease that unless there's just a big emergency. And then also that gives you the opportunity to let them know, like, and hey, if there's an emergency, can you let me know? Or however you want them to, whatever that is you want them to do with you, you're able to kind of have that conversation with
Mm.
them. So thank you for bringing that. That's such a great way for us to learn kind of how we can, when we're following up with our presenters, kind of what to do. So thank you for that, Nick. So good.
Did we try and plan a contingency really quick, just in
Yes.
case?
Yes. And I will tell you, I did reach out to her when I saw
He'll
your
be here.
message earlier. So I got your back. That's what we do. We're all a team and we all have each other back. So I got you. She's gonna be here. So
Okay.
you're good. You're fantastic. And had she not been, I would have your back. I have a little something prepared in case she drops off the if her internet goes out, I've got you.
Okay.
All right, Miss Denise, back to you.
Okay. So, for the next cycle, if there's anything y'all need from me or any support I can give, just know I'm here. And do we want to admit Regina now or wait?
Absolutely.
Let's
There's your
admit her.
presenter, Nick. Yay.
There
That's
she
always
is.
exciting. Isn't
Yay.
it fun to see?
Hello, Regina. So, anyway, tonight, I'd like to acknowledge that we have done a wonderful job the last 2 weeks on presenting, and I thank you for that. And I know, Nick, tonight you're going to do a wonderful job hosting this show too. And we look forward to having Regina join us tonight and be the presenter. And is there anything that y'all would like to ask me or have me do or anything? Any other support you need from me at this point?
Regina, is there anything specific you want me to say when introducing you?
Oh, yeah, I don't know. Just I've got a little bit of my bio in my talk, so I can kind of cover things there if you'd like. I've just treated it very lightly. But you might
Okay,
mention I've been with People for over 4 years now.
okay, so should I let you kind of do your own introduction, or is there something you want me to specifically say about you and kind of talk you up?
Carol, what can you say? You know me well.
I think she missed what you said, Miss Regina.
You think she what?
I'm not sure she caught what you said.
Oh, I said, Carol, you know me well. What can he say? Come off of mute. She's stuck.
Nope.
All right. Tammy, you know me pretty well.
Absolutely. And so Nick, gosh, Regina, and I think because I'm not really sure what is in your bio, but absolutely, she is an executive director here with People for People over the add-ons department. She is she's phenomenal for speaking to us on sharing not only around add-ons, but she is just a wealth of wisdom. And so we are going to really be in for a treat. And then I would just let you, because she's going to already have all her things, but Regina is fabulous. She hosts podcasts. She's just amazing, but we are really, really blessed, not only because of the longevity she has here and the experience she has, but her particular role she has in add-ons as an executive director. She's going to really be able to share she's just a wealth of knowledge. And so we're going to be really, really, it's going to be special for us to get to hear from her tonight.
Awesome.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm
I know
excited.
I'm excited to learn more about it, so if nobody else wants to learn more and ask questions, I'll harass you and we'll talk.
She has one of the best hearts. I'm telling you, like she is, but also like her mind, like she's amazing. So yeah, tonight we truly are in for a treat. I'm not just saying that. I truly believe that.
I hope I live up to that in 5 minutes.
Absolutely, you will. And the question and answer is really right. That's
Yeah.
the
Yeah. Get
goodness.
folks asking questions.
Absolutely. So we do
Okay.
have a couple minutes, and I know Miss Denise was talking about how well the last couple of weeks have. So we'd really love to know, what things have y'all seen that you know, we get more of what we celebrate. So I'd love to know what things have y'all seen that you're like, man, that was good. Or, kind of those lessons learned, but you're like, wow, we did this. It was going this week, but we did this. What are some things y'all would like to share that we can celebrate so that we keep improving these meetings?
Well, can I say something real quick first? I
Absolutely.
personally think we're getting better every week. It really
Yes.
is exciting to see the energy that's coming out of all of these meetings and the fact that the smoothness that's coming into it. But I've got to say about Regina, she is the mastermind of my mastermind. I've been in her mastermind, what, 13, 15 years now, Regina?
It's a while.
It's been a while. We met when we were speaking at an event years ago.
Years ago.
And yeah, and she is brilliant and she keeps us on task and she makes sure that we all understand what's going on. And she's cutting edge with all the new things that come out that would help us work better online. So I just had to, yeah,
Thank you, Carol.
there's just a little info there.
And I'd like to say also, yes, the energy, the love, the camaraderie, just the unity that I feel, it's invigorating. Um, and it's something that I want more of, and I know others will too, so that makes it great.
So good. Something that I've seen that I'd love to share is just like you can really see the preparation that goes into it. So, like today, we're like, hey, do y'all have your agendas and your scripts? Are like, yeah. And I think I had stepped away for a minute, but I think I heard Chrissy say, and the script was like a lifesaver. I used it, and I might not have been your exact words, Chrissy, but it was like I followed the script and it was great. But that says like preparation. And I
Hmm.
think you just see that energy that comes not only from us getting together, but when we come prepare, we have that little bit more confidence. And I just see that each week of that confidence and that teamwork and camaraderie. And I think a lot of that comes from preparing ahead of time. And I just want to celebrate that preparation that all of these things grow from. And it's just so cool to see how all of that is those little seeds that y'all are planting, how it grows here. It's really fun, super fun, not only to be a part of, but yeah, just really, really fun to get to watch.
If I could just say too, I have enjoyed watching these meetings. They have been, as you say, they're just getting better and better. And as you said, Denise, the love and the camaraderie, it's just been a joy to watch everybody step into their power with this. And, it was so good that we stepped back this month and let you all do what
Hmm.
we've been doing this month. I think it's going to compound our growth in ways we can't even imagine just doing this month of December the way we've done it.
Total agreement. Okay, guys, well, it's about time for us to wrap this up. Anything else y'all need before we move into this awesome meeting we're gonna conduct? Okay, Tammy, can I stop the recording? Oh, I guess you
We just
should.
keep going.
Just
We
keep
keep
going. We don't
going.
stop it. Okay.
Yep.
So
Are you
I'm gonna
ready, Nick?
admit, yep.
Yep. It's time, Nick. This will be yours. As soon as they drop in, you just take it away, sir.
Awesome. Welcome everybody to the sharing meeting for People for People. We're all excited you're here. We're happy everybody's here. We're happy that we have Regina here and we're going to learn a lot of information from her that's going to be great. So first of all, just a quick announcement. There's the Christmas party. That's tomorrow. Be there or else. No, whatever. But be there. Okay. So the sharing meeting here, it is really about discovering how members like everybody here, how we're leveraging our educator membership in order to grow here in People for People. So there's a lot of different ways that you can use your educator membership to grow. And so we have Regina here, who's going to be a really fantastic wealth of information, and she's going to tell us all about the add-ons. She's the executive director of the add-ons department. She's been with us for 4 years, so she probably knows everything there is to know about it all. And if she doesn't, I'm sure she can get the answer a lot faster than anybody else here. So we're gonna let her talk, and then right afterwards, we're gonna have an interactive discussion. So make sure to take notes if you have anything that wasn't clear, you have clarifying questions, you really want to know about something she didn't mention, make sure to write it down, raise your hand. We'll talk about them in the end. We'll let Regina take it away.
Awesome. And just before I begin, I just want to remind everybody, yes, go to the party tomorrow. There are going to be some amazing prizes given away. You don't want to miss out on those. It's going to be awesome. So what a great pleasure it is to be here with you this evening. You know, I have been involved with People for People for a little over 4 years now. I serve as super mentor for 8 states, and I'm the executive team leader for the add-ons department. And when I came into People for People, I wasn't looking for another thing to manage. I came in because I felt in alignment with Jennifer Bond, with our community, with our purpose, and a model that allowed for value exchange without pressure or hype. And as I stayed engaged, I saw how the expansion and the duplication model works. And teaching others how to participate rather than doing everything myself creates leverage of my time, right? So hiring others through our add-on program, which is what I want to focus on a bit tonight, is another way to create that leverage. So if any of you have a business and you've invested in marketing, you know that can be pretty expensive, right? And one of the reasons I love our add-on program is that it is designed so that if a business member wants to participate by purchasing add-ons, they can do so for as little as $49 a month, or they can increase that and multiply the effect. Now, here's where it gets really exciting. That business owner isn't the only one who can benefit from this arrangement. Would you like a little more money in your pocket? Anybody here like a little more money in their pocket? But you don't have a ton of time or energy to invest? As an educator in our program, you can actually market your skills to assist these businesses to grow. So just imagine with me for a moment here, or let's take a little inventory, let me say. Who here has an account on Facebook or Instagram or anything like that, and you post to it? Raise your hand. Okay, I saw a lot of hands. All right. But just imagine now that as you are a part of the add-ons team, that you can do those posts and get paid for them. Nice, isn't it? A nice idea that, hey, this is something I do every day anyway. Why not get paid for it? So when that business owner buys that add-on service for that $49 or more, if they're wanting additional ones, whoever is on the add-ons team that's handling that for them, if that's, let's say that's a social media post, they get paid 50% of whatever that business owner is paying. That's a nice little bonus in your pocket for skills you already have. And we're going to teach you how to do it so you're not alone in the process. So a few things that participating in this over the last 4 years have been beneficial for me, ways I've benefited, at least 3 key ways. One is reducing business costs by participating in the educator program, taking on leadership roles such as serving in the add-ons department. We earn revenue, earn income when we do those things. I've created new strategic relationships that I would never have made otherwise had I not been here to meet folks. And I've participated in a model that rewards contributions, not just transactions. But the biggest benefit hasn't just been income. It's positioning. People for People allows you to become a leader by teaching others how to win. And when you help others understand the system, they stay longer, they contribute more, they grow with the community, and you grow more. And that's what the educator department does best. It empowers people to teach, to duplicate, and support others so that the whole network grows together. So I'm excited to continue building alongside of you. And the add-on department is a perfect extension of that by allowing anyone who wishes to be able to help or to earn money by helping others. In this department, we help others through 4 primary ways: creating social media posts, creating banner ads, creating podcasts, and finally presentations. So now, rather than talking at you, let's open this up so you could think about what being an educator and participating in add-ons could look like for you personally. So I have a question for you. What skills, experiences, or knowledge do you already have in these areas that someone in this community could benefit from? Just a thought there. What do you already possess that you could put to work here? We talked about everybody already posting on social media. What other things do you have in your bag of tricks that could benefit businesses who are wanting to grow? Any thoughts? Anybody?
Carol, looks like you got your hand up, so take it away.
Carol. Yeah.
Make sure to unmute yourself.
There you go.
It does weird things when I try to unmute. Yes, I'll start that off. One of the things is another friend of mine that couldn't be here tonight, and I used to have for 3 years we did 3 podcasts a week. And so that's one of the skills, because isn't that one area that we do podcasts for individual businesses?
Yeah, absolutely.
If you've ever wanted to do podcasts, that's a great way to get started and practice.
And again, we teach you how. So if you haven't done it before, but you've thought, man, I'd love to try that sometime, we teach you how to do that.
And pay you for it.
Any questions that y'all have?
To her question, go ahead and just raise your hand there and we'll call on you. There's a few too many to just shout out. Deborah.
I don't really have a question, but one of the things I have in my bag of tricks is I've been a Toastmaster forever and ever and ever. So I have no problem giving presentations, but I know a lot of people are like, man, I'd really like to do a presentation, but I'm not sure how to go about it. And because we have a lot of people in this community that know how to give presentations, we have the opportunity to teach someone how to do that so that they can be a better presenter and feel more confident.
Excellent.
Thank you for your comments. Sherry, you're up next.
I was just going to add to what Carol started off with, and that is that in our business development area, we've got the podcast, we've got the networking, we've got the workshops. There's so many areas there that people can get involved with, present, as well as learn from others.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you. Andrew, go ahead.
Yeah, I heard about the $49 for posting social media. Is that one time, 5 times, 100 times? What's the quantity there?
And that is correct me if I'm wrong, Tammy, but that is a one-time post that stays out for 30 days. Is that not correct?
And I'm sorry, I would have to look. I think that is on because you pay for that monthly. So that is a post each month. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that would be for one post.
On multiple. Go ahead.
Yeah, on multiple platforms. That's kind of what I was going to say as well. Yeah, on multiple platforms.
Yes.
And can I pop in here? So many people are paying for influencers to comment and post on their things, and it's becoming very evident when somebody is paying. And, they may be in the Philippines, not know you from Adam. And so it doesn't carry the weight as
Yeah,
you posting about them in your community. And so
exactly.
when the neighbor down the street says this is a great place to go eat, or this is a good chiropractor, you take that with a lot more weight than just somebody willy nilly from somewhere in the world saying, "Oh yeah, you should go try them."
Yeah, absolutely. And that's the beauty of it. And you know, we talk about influencers in the add-on program, but we're not talking about the kinds of influencers that Carol started speaking about there too. Each of us is an influencer in our own backyard, and that's what we're talking about. In our communities, we each have family and friends. And so when we post in our communities, in our local communities that way, then we really have the opportunity to boost that business's visibility in that local community. Yeah. Thank you, Carol.
Good question, Andrew. Uh, Anybody else have any other questions? I'll throw one, and if you have a question, hit the raise your hand, and we'll call on you. Because I know this is beneficial for me. I started my fractional CFO company because I wanted to help small businesses, but you quickly learn when you start a company that there's a lot of things you don't know. And marketing is one of them that I am not an expert in. I'm a finance guy. I can tell you if marketing is worth it, but I can't do it very well. So things like this are really beneficial for me. My question for you, Regina, with the podcast, do you help them like build the whole thing from the ground up, or like how involved do you get in the podcast with them if they want that?
So if they want a podcast, so you know, they get the group podcasts in the development department anyway. There's a group podcast, but here they have the opportunity to purchase a one-on-one podcast, or they can bring a group. Maybe they've got a group of folks that they'd like to bring to the podcast. So instead of it just being that group podcast that they get in the development department, now they're able to structure a podcast more, you know, to what they're wanting specifically for them, and it goes out on all of the platforms again. Did I answer that, Nick, or
Yeah,
not?
so they can use this to like kind of target their niche, and
Exactly.
you'll help
Exactly.
them with
Yep. Whatever
building like
topic.
the content and everything to actually make it a
Exactly.
good podcast people would want to listen to.
Yep. Yep. And maybe they have a program or service that they want to promote. You know, they could really do it in that one-on-one podcast. Yeah.
And Miss Regina, if I can add to that, so technically, Nick, we're recording an episode in a sense, one episode. We're not creating their whole podcast. We're
Yeah,
recording
correct.
one episode, and it goes out on our podcast on all
Right.
of, because we have a podcast. So, and our
Right.
podcast goes out on all of the platforms, and then they can also use that recording, like they can market it and
Yeah.
use it for any of their promotional any way that they promote. They can take clips of it for social media.
Yeah.
They can use the whole thing, you know, however they want. But it actually is an episode on our podcast. So we host it, but it's around their content, around their
Yeah.
business. Regina,
Thank
is
you,
that?
Tammy. Yeah, thank you. That's
Perfect.
perfect, Tammy. Thank you.
No, you're
It's good information. See, this is why you ask questions. Then
Yeah,
you understand how things work.
that's right.
Coach Margine, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm kind of trying to see this vision, and I'm really drawing a blank on exactly, if you talk about someone that has social media skills, they may even work for other people as an assistant, a virtual assistant, and that's what they do. How does that be relevant to someone that's with People for People, that's a business, exclusive business owner, maybe not even exclusive, deciding that they want to purchase an add-on? What would that be different than if they already had an assistant and virtual assistant that was creating their content and posting out on multiple platforms? Who does the posting? Does the person that's working for People for that add-on purchaser, who has accesses to those social media platforms? I mean, I'm just trying to see how that
Sure.
works.
Great questions. Great questions, Margie. So that business owner who has a virtual assistant who's posting for them, they're posting on their platforms, right? That is a set audience that they have. If I post on my platforms for you, now your message is in front of a whole new group of people. Okay. So however many of us, in that add-ons department would be posting for that person, again, based on what they're purchasing, that's a new audience for them. And again, we're not focused on somebody with thousands of people in their audience. We want somebody with like 300 people in their audience because theirs are being seen by local people. And so, does that help, Margine?
Well, I think what I'm hearing you say is there's multiple people that are P4P add-on people that do the work.
And that can be any of us,
Right, exactly.
right?
And when someone purchases an add-on, that post then would be distributed by all those people that are people for people that are
No,
in the
by
add-ons
one
department.
person is, am I correct, Tammy? One person? Do you know?
They're
Yeah.
assigned. So you have an assignment and you post that. So if I'm assigned you, Coach Margin, let's say it comes to me, I have guidelines and then I create that post and I send it to all the places that I'm required to send it there based on that. So not all the influencers send it. I signed it to my
Right.
list that I'm assigned to.
Right.
And then the other people. So yes, it's that one person for the people that the add-ons that have been purchased that are assigned to them to post for that month. And
Yeah.
and then if I can add, Ms. Regina, to your question, Coach Margine, so when we're talking about the add-ons, the influencer, which is the post, you could have a business that had that particular area covered. They feel like that might not be a gap for them.
Yeah.
However, they may look and say, well, banner ads, because there's these other when you look at your marketing budget, some of us small business, I don't have a marketing budget much in my small business. Where is that biggest bang for the buck? And so the biggest bang might not be in social media posting. Maybe they feel that that's covered, or they're okay right now there. But our banner ads, Miss Regina could speak to that just a little bit.
Yeah, I'd like to speak to that. So banner ads go in a couple of different places within the People for People community. So who are they targeting as a potential client? The community members, right? And that's us in that People for People community. And the banner ads go on the newsletter and they go also on the exclusive list, on the exclusive business list. And so they're getting it in front of the community that they serve, the community where their business is. They're getting their message out that way. So there's like 4 different ways for them to get that out through the add-on department. Excellent questions, Margie. I have a question for all of you. 6 months from now, what would make you glad you raised your hand to become more involved in the educator or the add-on program if you decided to actually participate in it? 6 months from now, what would make you glad that you had?
It's a great question. Who has an answer?
I think that's an easy one.
Okay, Margine, give it to us.
Just being allowed to be in the community with all the incredible human beings that are in the community, it's a win-win all the way around. And to not choose is not the thing you want to do.
Yeah. Very good. Somebody else had a comment. Nick, I thought you had one as well.
Yeah, I mean, for me, money's always nice. Let's be honest. Everybody likes money. But it's more the being able to help business owners, because that's really that's why I started my business. I want to help business owners. I want them to be successful. I want them to help navigate issues that they have and not fail, because let's be honest, everybody knows the deck is very much stacked against you when you start a small business.
Absolutely.
And so it's the combo of yeah, you get to make a living and you can have a lifestyle and have that income you need while also being able to help small business owners do the same so that they can send their son to college or whatever that may
Yeah.
be.
Yeah. Very good.
Well, and I'd
Lady
like to add too is the value of what we're getting down the road now. You do not get this value, and the communities we're going to build, it's just going to be amazing to bring people together and be able to support these small businesses and see them grow. So, that's money for all of us in 6 months' time, a year's time. You know, I just think the feel of these meetings and the energy and what it brings, it's like Brant said a couple times, this is going to be a virus. Who started that
Yeah.
saying? Yeah, Deborah, I believe. And
Yeah, I think it
so
was.
yes. And so,
Barb P.
it's not my favorite word, but I kind of like it in this aspect, like he says, that will be a virus and will spread because I don't see how we can't. It's good and everybody's going to want a part of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Nick,
Lady
Miss
Lady T
T?
has
Regina, do
her
you
hand up.
see Lady T's hand up?
Yes,
Yeah, I was
yes.
just calling on her.
Beautiful. Thank you. Thanks, guys.
Where'd she go? There you are. Lady T.
Do you still have comments? There you go.
I'm here. Can you see me?
Yes.
Okay. I would say 6 months now. Uh, I like Margine. I think that the community aspect and bringing people of all walks of life together to help build each other and be of service, that's my biggest thing. I love relationships and connecting, and so I think that that alone will help others to want to be a part and help raise each other up to, our businesses as well as just us as individuals.
Excellent. Thank you.
Barb, go
Nick?
ahead.
No.
I think the whole purpose, as has been talked about many times by Jennifer and by many people, Tammy and Regina and Brent, is connection. Connecting to as many people, reaching out to as many people as you can, because I just had a conversation with someone today who was saying that she couldn't really sleep well because of everything that's going on in her country. It happens to be the US, and just things that are going on, and she's having a lot of trouble to kind of process it. And it's times like this when we really have to reach out and hold each other's hands and just feel that connection and that love and that support with another human being, and knowing that we all stand together as equal partners in this game called life.
Thank you. Go ahead, Tammy.
So this month, that was beautiful. Thank you, Barb. This month is we have a theme, each of our cycles. We have 10 cycles, and this cycle is gifts. And so as I was listening and thinking about, 6 months from now, what would make me happy? Miss Regina, something you said earlier, you had a question earlier. It's like, what do we have? What gift do we have that we would be able to contribute and add-ons? And I think that all of this kind of combines together, because 6 months from now, we all have the opportunity, and whether it's in add-ons, the thing I think is so beautiful, and the thing for me that is such a blessing, is there is somewhere through the educator program, through somewhere to use our gifts for all of these things, everyone said, to make a difference, to create connection, to create income, whatever that is that really stirs your heart, we have that opportunity to use our gifts where we fit, where it fits in. And so I love how you asked, like, for us to really think about, what gifts do we have that we could bring to your department? What gifts do we have that we could bring as an educator? And so 6 months from now, what would make me happy is to look back and see that I utilized my gifts in a way that did those things, that helped create connections, that helped lift someone else up, that helped put some money in our pocket. I mean, that would be great too, right? That did all these things that everyone is talking about here, but that I looked inside and used my gifts for good to do those things where I fit. Where does that fit best? That would make me really happy in 6 months. So thank you for this question.
I love that. That's awesome, Tammy.
Thank you, Tammy. Carol, go ahead.
Okay, well, when Tammy started talking about the gifts, it hit me how many people out there think, oh, well, I don't have any gifts. I don't have any talents. I can't do this, that, or the other thing. And they compare themselves to others. And we've all been given a gift, a smile. A smile is free. You don't have to have money to smile at somebody in the store. You don't have to have, this great platform to talk to people, to just, see them in the line at the thing and say, that is a really pretty dress. You look good in that. That can make somebody's day. And that's a gift. Gifts don't have to be money. They don't have to be wrapped. They don't have to be some big, we always think, oh, go big or go home. I mean, we are in Texas, okay? But, or many of us are. So, but, it doesn't have to be that way. It can just be a simple comment or a help. You see somebody struggling in the grocery store and they're putting things back. And maybe you have an extra $10 or $20 that you can help and get those items for them. I mean, not always, but you can, so often you can, because sometimes $5, $10, $20 will make a major difference in somebody's life. And so that is monetary, but it goes back to the smallest group. And that can help somebody to feel better, even if they don't have physical things.
Thank you, Carol. Yeah, unfortunately, we are out of time, but that was a really good discussion. Personally, I like that we ended talking about gifts with Christmas right around the corner. I think that was perfect. So thanks for bringing that up, Tammy. Yeah, so if you have any other questions about add-ons, anything that you didn't get answered, or you think of something later, you're like, oh, I should have asked about that. Go ahead, run it up the food chain to your leaders. You will get an answer, and everybody will be able to figure this out. We want everybody to understand what's going on. And just remember, like Regina was talking about, think 6 months from now. What does 6 months look for like, and what can you do now to make that happen? Like that's really gonna be very beneficial for you. So, explore the add-ons, how it can help your business. Maybe see if there's somebody that it could really help, and let them know, and share the gift that is part of this community so that they can also benefit from that, and everybody can be successful in their businesses. That's really why we're all here. So again, thanks, Regina, for being willing to come on here and kind of being in the hot seat and letting us harass you a little bit and answer a lot of questions.
My pleasure.
Our next meeting, because we have the next 2 weeks are going to be holiday weeks because we got Christmas and then we got New Year's. And then we got the connections meeting the week after that, which everybody should go to, by the way. But the next educator meeting will be on January 12th. Because that's week 2 of the next cycle. So plan on being here for that. That's the relationships meeting, and it will be fantastic. So I want to thank again everybody for coming. I feel like it was a really great discussion that we had, and I hope you all have a very wonderful day and a great Christmas.
Thanks, everyone. Y'all have a great evening.